What if I told you that with the right assets, you could turn $100,000 into a life of financial freedom, even if you never went to college? Most people are taught to work for money, but the wealthy, they make money work for them. In this video, I'll show you exactly where to invest $100,000 to multiply your wealth over the next 10 years. So make sure you like, comment your biggest takeaway, and subscribe. This could change your financial future forever. The Entrepreneurial Awakening. No degree, no problem. Let's begin with the truth. You don't need a diploma to become rich. In fact, some of the most successful entrepreneurs in history, Steve Jobs, Richard Branson, and Elon Musk, yes, he dropped out of Stanford, built empires by solving problems, not by collecting certificates. What they had in common was something traditional education rarely teaches: financial literacy, risk tolerance, and the courage to invest in themselves. The system teaches us how to work for money, but not how to make money work for us. When I had $100,000 to invest, I asked myself a simple question: where can I put this money so that it doesn't just sit, but grows, multiplies, and sets me free? Spoiler, the answer wasn't in a savings account. It was in assets, those magical tools that make money while you sleep. The books that rewire my brain. My financial transformation began with a single book, Rich Dad, Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. It flipped everything I thought I knew about money. Instead of focusing on getting a high-paying job, the book taught me to focus on acquiring cash-flowing assets. It introduced the idea that your home might actually be a liability, not an asset, if it doesn't put money in your pocket. Then came the cash flow quadrant, which explained the 4 types of income earners: employees, self-employed, business owners, and investors. If you want to get rich, you need to move from the left side, E and S, to the right side, B and I. This shift changed how I viewed my work, my time, and my money. Finally, Multiple Streams of Income by Robert Allen showed me that relying on just one source of income is financial suicide in the 21st century. The more income streams you build, the more protected you are from job loss, inflation, or economic downturns. The key insight from all these books: income is not the same as wealth. A 6-figure salary might feel rich until you stop working. Wealth is when your assets generate enough income to fund your lifestyle, whether you work or not. The $100,000 strategy: 5 assets to multiply your wealth. So, where should you invest $100,000 to get rich in the next decade? Let's break it down into 5 powerful asset classes, each serving a strategic purpose in your wealth journey. These aren't random ideas. They're based on patterns observed across self-made millionaires and financially free individuals. When combined, they offer a balance of control, growth, income, and protection. 1. Your own business. 80% of capital, $80,000. This might surprise you, but investing in your own business gives the highest return potential if done right. Why? Because when you build something you control, the upside is virtually unlimited. Take Mind Valley, for example. Founder Vishen Lakhiani started the company with just $300, and it went on to generate over $100 million a year. He didn't wait for permission, a degree, or outside funding. He bet on himself and reinvested every dollar back into growth. Your business can be online, offline, service-based, or product-driven. The key is to reinvest your profits into marketing to attract more customers, team to scale, and infrastructure to run smoothly. Example: start a digital education brand. Use $10,000 for branding and website, $30,000 for paid traffic and email automation, $20,000 to hire freelancers or partners, and keep $20,000 for operations and reinvestment. This is the one asset you can fully control, and it can make you millions if you stay consistent, keep testing, and solve a real problem. 2. Real estate. 50% of remaining capital, $10,000. With the remaining $20,000, real estate is your next powerhouse. Allocate $10,000 into physical properties, especially with strategies like house hacking. House hacking means buying a multi-unit property, like a duplex or triplex, living in one unit and renting the others. This way, tenants cover your mortgage, you build equity, and you enjoy tax advantages like depreciation and deductions. Even in markets like Kansas City, Orlando, or Cleveland, you can find properties under $200,000 with strong rental income. A well-chosen property can cash flow $300 to $700 per month while appreciating in value over time. Over 10 years, this single asset can produce off cash flow and capital appreciation. Plus, real estate is proven resilient through market cycles. It's a time-tested wealth builder. 3. Stocks and ETFs. 30% of remaining capital, $6,000. The third asset class is index funds and ETFs. Allocate about $6,000 here for stable, long-term growth. Don't pick individual stocks unless you're a seasoned investor. Instead, buy into funds like SPY, S&P 500, VTI, Total Market Index, or QQQ, NASDAQ 100. These track hundreds of companies and reduce risk through diversification. These funds offer broad exposure to the market with minimal effort. Over decades, they have returned 8 to 10% annually, beating most active managers. Set up automatic monthly contributions. Reinvest dividends. Ignore the noise. Let compound interest work its magic. This is a set-it-and-forget-it wealth engine that grows as the global economy grows. And with the rise of fractional investing, anyone can start, even with $100. For crypto and startups, 18% of remaining capital, $3,600. This is your high-risk, high-reward allocation. With $3,600, you can take bets with asymmetric upside, but only after you build a strong base. In crypto, focus on projects with strong fundamentals. Bitcoin, BTC, and Ethereum ETH are the blue chips backed by network effects and global adoption. For startups, platforms like Republic, Seed Invest, and AngelList allow non-accredited investors to buy into early-stage companies. Start with small checks, read founders' pitch decks carefully, and never invest money you can't afford to lose. This category is volatile, but a single winning investment here could multiply 10x or more if you're patient and selective. Think of this like venture capital for the everyday investor. It's not your foundation, but it could become your rocket fuel. 5. Physical gold. 2% of remaining capital, $400. Finally, use about $400 to buy physical gold. It won't produce income, but it serves an important role in preserving wealth. Gold is your hedge against inflation, currency devaluation, or systemic risk. In times of crisis, when fiat money loses trust, gold tends to shine. You can hold gold coins, bars, or even allocated vault storage via trusted services like Brinks or Vaulted. This small allocation can stabilize your portfolio and offer peace of mind. Gold is thousands of years old as a store of value. It's not meant to grow your wealth. It's meant to protect it. Core financial principles that changed everything. Let's distill the mindset and strategy into a few rules that separate the wealthy from the broke. Because success with money isn't just about what you buy. It's how you think. Assets versus liabilities. Your car? Liability. Your dream home that drains your wallet? Liability. That rental duplex in Cleveland that cash flows $600 per month? Asset. Assets put money in your pocket. Liabilities take money out. Learn this distinction early. The middle class buys liabilities that look like assets. The wealthy buy assets that others pay for. Focus versus diversification. Passive investors should diversify with ETFs, REITs, and index strategies. It's the smart way to reduce risk without needing deep knowledge. Active investors, on the other hand, should focus. Pick one niche, real estate, e-commerce, YouTube, whatever, and master before branching out. Try and be everywhere at once dilutes your results. Mastery creates momentum, and momentum builds wealth. Don't spend to look rich. This is one of the biggest traps. Spending to impress others keeps you broke. Quietly, use your money to build freedom first. Then, if you want, use some of the cash flow to enjoy life. Delayed gratification is the real flex. It's the difference between rich for a moment and rich for life. Mistakes I made, so you don't have to. Let me be transparent. Not every investment I made worked, and some failures were painful and expensive. One time, I lost over $5,000 trying to build a socks brand using Instagram influencers. It sounded easy. Create a cool product, partner with micro-influencers, and sell through Shopify. But I trusted a shady marketing agency that promised big results without a clear plan. I skipped essential steps like market validation, testing, and understanding my ideal customer. The campaign flopped. Sales were nearly zero, and I burned through the budget in a matter of weeks. At first, I felt ashamed, like I wasn't cut out for business. But eventually, I realized this was tuition for the entrepreneurial journey. The lesson? Due diligence isn't optional. Every opportunity must be investigated, questioned, and planned carefully. You can't shortcut your way to success. Even shiny ideas require systems, data, and strategy. Mistakes are part of the journey, but only if you learn from them. They become stepping stones instead of stumbling blocks. So don't be afraid to take risks, but be smart, humble, and always treat failure as feedback. How YouTube became an unexpected asset. Want to know the smartest thing I ever did with my time? I started a YouTube channel. Even when I didn't feel ready. I had no professional gear, no editor, and barely any subscribers. But I showed up consistently, shared my story, and focused on delivering value. Today, a video that hits 1 million views can generate $8,000 to $20,000 or more. That includes YouTube AdSense, affiliate links, product sales, and brand sponsorships. But here's the truth. The goal isn't just to go viral. The real wealth comes from building an audience that trusts you. The secret? Value per minute. Prioritize depth, not fluff. Transform viewers. Don't just entertain them. Your knowledge, failures, and experiences can help someone avoid a mistake or inspire their breakthrough. That's what turns content into currency. Plus, YouTube is a compounding asset. A single video can keep bringing in views and income for years. Unlike social media posts that disappear in 24 hours, a great YouTube video can grow your brand, business, and income on autopilot. So if you ever thought about sharing your journey, start now. Don't wait until it's perfect. Start messy and improve with each upload. In 10 years, your YouTube channel could become one of your most powerful income streams. And the best part? You get to help people while building wealth at the same time. Wealth is an accident. It's a result of strategic decisions repeated over time. If you want to get rich, start by buying the right assets. Your own business, real estate, index funds, crypto, and startups. A little bit of gold. But more important than the money you invest is the mindset you invest in. Because once you understand how the wealthy think, you'll never see money the same way again. Like this video, subscribe for more content like this, and drop a comment. What asset are you focusing on first? And remember, your financial freedom journey starts now. Click the link in the video description to unlock the ebook packed with investing secrets, mindset shifts, and wealth building strategies.